Managing how your body ages has never been easier than it is today, and here are 3 things that you can do right now. My name is Deanna Hanson, founder of Fluid Isometrics and Block Therapy, and we have seen so much success with our body workers and estheticians implementing these techniques on themselves and into their practice, and I wanted to share these tips with you today. Tip number 1 is dealing with a hooded eye. So first of all, it's important to understand why this happens. When we look at how we are positioned, most often we're tipping over to one side, and as a result of that, our eyes aren't making the best use of all of the ranges of motion. So if I'm never looking as far as I can into that side of the eye, these muscles become weak and then we lose that floor. The first thing we can do is you can take your thumb, and if this is where you have that issue, find the space just between the eyeball and the socket and just put some pressure into that space. Likely there's going to be a lot of pain. Holding for 3 minutes as you focus on the exhale, feeling that pain, and your breath is your guide, will help to melt those adhesions that have blocked blood and oxygen flow. You can also use the paddle. This is coming very soon, and this is a fantastic tool to work for this specific issue. Now, on top of that, after you've done decompression in that space for maybe up to 3 minutes, what you can do is now we want to strengthen the eye into that alignment. Think of a clock. Close your eyes, lift your eyebrows, and first move your eyes up to 12 o'clock. Take one full slow exhale. Then go through all of the numbers on the clock. Wherever you felt the most pain, go back to that number and hold for 5 to 10 slow exhalations. And if you have a hooded eye, very likely it's going to be toward 1 or 2 o'clock, or the other side of the clock if it's the other side of your face. Give this a try. I think if you can do this for 1 full week, you're really going to start to see some changes. Tip number 2 is to address jaw symmetry. Most of us aren't symmetrical in how we chew, and that creates a jaw that gets twisted, a tongue that gets twisted, and that affects how we look and appear, and pain, of course. So one really simple thing you can do is take your second and third finger, just press between the angle of the jaw and the neck. Start on one side and allow the weight of your head to just rest in those fingers and hold. And see if you can hold for up to 3 minutes. We want to release the adhesions that have locked this in place. After you do the one side, then do the other so that we make sure that we bring balance and symmetry. Coming soon, we have our paddle. This is a great tool to do this with. You can use one end or the other, and then the nice thing is you can even just rest your head on the tool as it's supported on the table. The benefits for this are huge because this is a major area for lymph drainage. When you open up these channels, we have a much better outflow of congestion that will improve skin health, brain health, just health in general, because if we have a clogged up lymphatic system, we get brain fog, nothing's really working very well. So if you do give this a try, we would love to hear your feedback. The last tip is positioning the tongue in proper alignment. Especially now that we've just released the jaw on both sides, we want to support proper head alignment by putting the tongue in its correct place. When it's not, it hangs down here. It becomes what we think is a double chin, but it's really a displaced and weak tongue. Notice at the roof of your mouth, about a pinky nail distance from your teeth, there's a ridge. The surface of the tongue should be supporting the roof of the mouth, and it perfectly docks into that ridge. You can even suction the tongue up there to see what that feels like. When you do that, combining with lowering the jaw slightly toward the chest, you're actually supporting proper alignment for the head and the neck. Not only is this going to clean up how your jaw looks, it's also going to improve range of motion of the neck, improve oxygen flow to the brain and all of the structures in this area, as well as also support detoxification. If you find that even one of these tips has been beneficial, you can go to blocktherapy.com to learn more. The link is in the description below.